All right, I'm getting this set up, and then I gotta go grab my charger real quick. So, one sec. Welcome in, welcome in. What's up? We're doing a quick one. I have another Hueforge example. I did my logo pairing. All right, so let me grab my phone charger. My phone's at 1%. I don't want it to die. All right. It'll die on my phone. What is up? I'm making another one of these, but we're going to be doing a Hueforge sale today. So I want to make some custom Hueforges. So let me make a listing. Oops. And you guys will be able to see how they print out. All right, there we go. I'm printing a yellow gecko out. Welcome in, welcome in. How's everybody's night going? Oh, that was hers. So this is my gecko. This is my rare Micronesian sawtail gecko I did on the Hueforge, and it's a golden color. It actually came out pretty good. It even got the 3D saw tailing. But yeah, I got another one. I got a custom one completed this morning and out. So if anyone orders one of them today, it'll arrive in the next few days. It'll be shipped out tomorrow. But yeah, it looks just like that. It's a golden gecko. There's not too many of them. There's none in captivity right now. I have the only breeding pairing. But yeah, it's the Micronesian sawtail gecko. That's what I made my logo out of. This is the Creality High combo. I got the touchscreen kit combo. It was like I bought 4 of them, so I have 4 of the Creality High combos with the touchscreen kit. And then I have a K1 Max and a Bamboo A1. And then an old Ender 3 kicking around downstairs that I make like basic stuff on. But mostly all Creality, mostly Creality Highs. I love this printer. The bed leveling is really solid. It's a little wobbly. Hell yeah. For everything, I got mine on sale. There was like $600 a piece. For the multicolor kit with the regular CFS and then that upgraded touchscreen. And then plus I got a couple $100 off the total. I got them on the back to school season. What's up? What's up, everybody? We're doing custom Hueforges. So if anyone wants to get any of their family made or any of their pets or something, these are good Christmas gifts. I'll make another one right now so you guys can see how they print. but it's fully 3D printed art. Hell yeah. So the program is called Hueforge. I can show you another one, actually. So if you guys want to do like a person, you can do it. Here's one I did for my dad's Christmas gift. But each detail is fully 3D, like a topographical map. So you pay for the program, you upload a picture, and then you have to edit the colors, like the shading. If you look up close, what makes the shading is thin, transparent layers on top of black or white. So it ends up coming out really high detail. But yeah, so the program is about $150 a year commercially. If you do have one of the printers, but you can also pay $60 a year to just do it for personal use. But I paid for the commercial use one. But yeah, it's a bit more than just uploading a picture, but you can get it figured out within like a 2-hour YouTube tutorial. I'm not really sure, but I'm guessing they just ask you. I'm not really sure how they police it, to be honest. I'm not sure, but I know there's a commercial and a personal use one. Hell yeah. Oop, every time my bed goes back, you can see I have a bunch of little filament scraps under the bed. But yeah, we're gonna watch it go through all the bullshit. All right, I think now it'll start printing it possibly. But yeah, Hueforge is the program. The pre-mades are $15. I usually sell the custom ones for $20. If I get the 3D printer. Hell yeah, you can get them kind of all over. It depends what you want to print. But I sell the file for personal use for the insert. Yes, sir. Off one printer, you'd probably be able to get, I'm trying to think, 4 or 5 done a day on the printers. That'd be my rough estimate, like 4 or 5. It takes 10, 11 hours for my K1 Max. My K1 Max is the fastest in the fleet, and it still takes about 11 hours for 2 of the inserts. Well, so you can't fit 2 of the inserts on the high build plate. That's why I went with the K1 Max as my other printer. But you can fit 1 on there because it has the 260 by 260 by 300 build volume. So it's actually taller. So it has a quite large like build volume vertically. So you can make some good size prints on it. And then my Bamboo A1 is much smaller and more expensive. There we go. Now it's going. Oops, let me attach. All right, we'll have 15 available today. There we go. And I made some more of the little baby, not lay boxes. Oops, sorry, the baby humid hides. I dropped one. The one you sent me a picture of, I can put the inserts right. Yes, sir. This is the one I print them on, the Creality High. My Bamboo A1 cannot fit them. It's just too small. I think you need over 255. But I'm not too sure. You can see the frame. What do you mean? Can you, or what do you mean? So some of them, depending on the image, print borderless, but I can usually get a border. Yeah, so I can usually get a border on them. But yeah, that's the bottom flat side printing right now. It's printing out the first layer. The layer height is really tiny. The first layer height is 0.15 millimeters, and all the rest of the layers are 0.08 millimeters tall. I can make a Hueforge out of almost any image. I'm pretty good at the program now. I'll put one. I can't put one in front of the build plate. I'm trying to think of where to stick one so it stays in frame. Maybe if I like tape one to the wall behind it or something. Let me grab my packing tape. All right, let's see if this works. Please just stick for the live stream. You don't have to stay forever. Just stick there. But yeah, there we go. I can't move the printer back. Sadly, it's pushed up to the wall. If I move it back any further, then the build plate will hit the wall. Since it flings the build plate back and forth, I have to keep about 6 inches of clearance on either side, or else things can get ugly quick. There, I got it to stick on the back wall. It'll come with it looks like a little phone stand, but it holds up the Hueforge. And it uses 4 colors, so it'll be like black, gray, white, and whatever color else. I did someone's dog yesterday. That one came out really good. It was like a black dog on a white background. It was perfect. Use anything to stop print from sticking to base. Some people say they use glue. I don't use. So sometimes I use glue on the textured plates if I'm printing in like PET, but it is printing. It's printing in black. It's printing the base layer, so it might be kind of hard to see, but it is printing. I'm doing the second version of that Hueforge on the back, that Gecko Hueforge. But yeah, I don't stick any glue down if I'm just printing PLA. Once the build plate cools down a bit, the prints come off real easy. But once you start printing in like PET and nylon and some of the other materials, you probably want to put something down. The printer will come with a glue stick, and it actually says to use it, but I don't. This is a Creality High combo. This is Creality's new bed slinger. It's really quiet for being a bed slinger. It's really, really quiet. The K1 Max sounds like a Boeing. Yeah. So the filament's held in this side unit. See how it's... I'll flip it open real quick, actually. Give me 1 second. The filament's stored in this unit that pulls down the plastic. It retracts it and pulls it in. It uses this buffer right here, and this will slowly come down, and you'll see it come back up. But it's pulling the filament out of that unit. See how that shoots back up? That's pulling the filament out of the unit into the machine. So I'll wait for it to do it again. But yeah, it just goes like that. But that's where the filament goes. And then if you don't get the combo, the filament will hold on to this thing right here. Oops. You can see the spool holder location. I don't have the spool holder on it because I don't need it, but it'll come with a spool holder. So this one's a little different than the Bamboo series ones, because with the Bamboo A1, there's 4 PTF. How much filament does the Laybox use? Each one's about 175, 200 grams of filament. Each plate's about 400 of 2. This is the Creality High right there. I think you can get the name of it. But yeah, this is their new one. A plate of 2 will take a little under half a roll. But I buy my filament in bulk. Because I go through a lot of plastic. a lot of plastic. For a while, I bought my filament through a site called STL Flix. I got my files from there for a long time, and then I stopped buying from them. A little bit less, yeah, because I use a really high infill. I use 3 walls and a 50% infill. The lay boxes aren't small either. I'll show you them real quick. 2 of them take up an entire plate. I had some just come off the build plate. I did some in a teal color. These things aren't tiny. So 3 walls basically means every single piece is going to have 3 it's going to be 3 layers of filament thick on each side, and then the internals where it's empty has a 50% infill, which means it's 50% filled in. So these things are pretty sturdy. Yeah, but it takes up 2 of them take up the entire plate. Oops, that corner lifted. That one sucks. Yeah, and then they come off the build plate easy. You can fit 3 of these on a K1 Max, though. 3 will fit a K1 Max. But the K1 Max isn't a multicolor setup. It's more for multi-materials. You can print like ABS. Ooh. But yeah. So each one's probably a little less than a quarter, because I can get 4 and the lids off of a roll. And then the inserts aren't too much material, but it's a lot of support material. Because I'll show you one how they print, because I just had one come off the printer. One of the supports came off, but here's how they come off the printer. They come with these massive support trees that hold up each. Oh, you're good. So basically, it has to print supports to do overhangs, because it printed flat on this angle. So it basically lays on the printer like this and prints sideways to get them to fit on the build plate. So it comes with these massive support trees, and that's a lot of material per one. You just have to throw them away. I just collect my plastics in case I buy one of those recyclers or whatever eventually, but at the moment, all those plastic recyclers are just too much money. They're not worth getting. But yeah, supports is just throwaway material. The each insert's about 150 grams of filament, and then you have to add in the oh yeah. Well, let's see something cool I actually just made for jumpers that I designed. So if you do get a printer, you can use an app called Fusion. It used to be called Fusion 360, but now it's Autodesk Fusion, and that's what I model in. And I just did this little isopod bowl that has a staircase that goes, and I showed them off yesterday and everything. But you can design like all types of shit on the modeling. You don't even have to own a printer to like learn the 3D modeling. You can just make. It is free to use. It's a very big learning curve. It took me like 15 hours of tutorials to get it like down to where I didn't have to like look up how to do everything. But yeah, it's free. Another one for like low poly models, which is things for like low polygons. So each curve in the 3D print technically is like 5,000 side polygon. It just looks like a circle. So it makes like worse quality items. But yeah, Tinkercad is like what you use in like high school to like learn how to like do basic modeling and stuff. I even make some of the supplies on Tinkercad when I'm in a rush. I made these lay boxes, not lay boxes. I keep saying lay boxes, but they're humid hides. I made these in Tinker, and I got the what's it called? God. I did the, that's right, tolerancing, so it fits perfect. I did this in Fusion. I did the top piece. But it just kind of clicks together. That's the lay box I have in the shop. What's up, Riley? So if anyone wants one of these baby humid hide boxes, here's what they are. They're just boxes. Bet. But yeah, I designed this one. The bottom piece in Tinker, I hollowed out a box, and then I took a thin ring, and I made the lip out of a cutout piece. But yeah. I replaced what's up? Ask away. What's good? What's good? We're back. Back for round 2. I can. I did somebody's dog last night. It came out really good. Oh no. Dude, that gargoyle has been a chunk from day one. He was crushing Vital before I sent him out. Yeah, Riley has the parents. The OG mom and dad. I got a few cool babies out of them, and I realized gargoyles, they're cool, but they aren't my thing, sadly. I'm putting out the next Hueforge on the wall. Oh, because there's got to be some examples. They come out really good. Bet. You sent me those to make Hueforges out of? Bet. So how it works is it uses what's it called? It doesn't go by color. It goes by like shading. Um, what's it called? So it would most likely be like if I'd make it rainbow, the whole picture would probably end up looking rainbow. Yeah, it's like four colors. So it'd be like a black base layer and then white to make things less dark, and then it'd be like red and blue. Oh, waiting for her to send pictures. Damn, I didn't know cats can live 23 years. And after this, I can run over there and send you videos of her. I got you. She's a crazy looking one. She'll probably be fired down too because the lights will still be on, so you'll get to see that like grayish black color. Is there any way to make the background blurry-ish so instead? I can do something like that in Photoshop beforehand. I can also maybe even try just do the chameleon on like a black background, like try cut it out. But that'd be like a Photoshop thing instead of a Hueforge. But I could probably do that. I usually have to tweak images a little bit to make Hueforges out of them anyway. Whether it be like adjusting colors or saturation, brightness, whatever. Hell yeah. Oh, you're good. Thank you for stopping in. All right. If anyone wants one of these done for the holidays, let me know. Oh, it depends what the. I don't think it'd be very stupid, but can I see the adult lay boxes? Absolutely, you can. I have one right here. So it's a sliding lay box, and it has the half-ounce food and water station permanently attached on. But yeah, if you buy one of these tonight, since I have some of them printed, I'll include one of the baby ones since I should be able to fit it inside for shipping. Or one of the juvie ones. Doesn't have the food slots on it, but it's a similar design. This one snaps off. Yeah. I also have this color for a limited time. I have like a really light blue. Let me fix up the stringing real quick. All right, I have this like matte light blue. I have two of them. Let me see what I have ready to run. All right, let's run two figures real quick. I have this white insert. kicking around. The dark blue and green. They would be. So the borders, how they work is it's whatever the top color is the border. So if the top color is white, then the border or the frame will be white. All right, here we go. I have a white 6-quart tub insert. I don't have exact measurements. Let me grab my tub. Because I just looked up the exact dimensions of a Sterilite 6-quart. So it fits the Sterilite 6-quart like a glove. It was in millimeters. That's why I don't remember it off the top of my head. It leaves about 2 inches at the top for plants, and then it also leaves room for one of my hides to slip under there. Oops. The crowd is hitting my tub setup. But yeah, it leaves some room to put like a little egg crate down there or whatever. And then the food cup has a little ramp going up to it. It'll fit any of these Sterilite tubs, like the older style. I have one of the older style 6-quarts. It fits these perfect as well, so it'll fit any regular Sterilite 6-quart. And Alpha says it'll also fit the 5.5 quart, right? You said yesterday it would? Yeah, it fits the Dollar Tree one too. So I think they all keep kind of a universal size. So we're going to dollar start the insert. All right. Oops. Give me 1 sec. I'm writing it out. All right, here we go. 30 seconds. We're running it at $1. Nobody let him take it for $1. No, I was playing. But yeah, if it's any of the 6 quarts, even the Dollar Tree ones. I buy these by the 10 count at Walmart. If anyone wants to know where to buy the tubs that they fit, go to Walmart and get the 10 counts. Ooh, we got a little war going on. Oh, they are. They're like $2 a Target. They're not bad at all. I do like the ones that have like the snap lock on it though. Dang, let's go. Hell yeah. All right, let's do. Should we run that the golden gecko? Should we run my gecko, the Hueforge? I'm printing another one. I have to unstick it real quick. This is my Micronesian sawtail, the yellow guy. And it comes with a 4.5 millimeter border, like a picture frame border. Or should I dollar start a custom instead? Should I dollar start a custom one? All right, that's the way to do it. All right, don't burn me too hard here. Let's do a custom Hueforge at $20 value. Comes with the stand and everything. Custom Hueforge. Alright, hopefully I don't get cooked too bad. But we're going to dollar start a custom Hueforge. So you send me a photo and I make it. Here's one with a little higher detail. Here's one with a lot higher detail. Every detail on there is, you can feel it with your hand. That's my favorite part. We'll run a few custom ones. I want to build my portfolio for these. Build my my makes. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. It's a great Christmas gift. Here we roll. We'll run one more custom one at a buck. It is. I don't know if it's a lucky number. let me get it at $1. Hell yeah. This is my dad in the photo, which is kind of funny. Big Cypress. All right, here. Yeah, let's go. All right, taking it down. All right, so we had someone interested in the adult hides. No, sadly. Let me check. I believe I dropped everything off of yours earlier this morning. If it was the 2 inserts, I dropped them off. I can't remember. I believe it was. It's not, sadly. I'm sorry about that. I dropped it off one time, but still, sorry, it's not open right at the moment. I got you. Either going to be hognose or buttermilk. Either of those will work great. I can make really cool Hueforges of either. That's the beauty of it. I can kind of do anything. It might require a little photoshopping, but that's the point of the custom one. Hell yeah! Once I get Alpha's the rest of the latches, like the screw pieces, and then I finish Little Exotic Jumpers. What's it called? Stations. I'm gonna make a shitload of them. So I'm gonna have a ton of print time. Here we go. Let's run the sky blue lay box with the food stations. This is one of my favorite colors that I print in. It's like a really light blue, and it's matte. All right, here we go. Sky blue. All right, here, we'll see what happens. This is a special color. Ooh, Alpha's determined. Ooh. All right, the people love sky blue. I'm going to have to start making more of these. The people have spoken. They love sky blue. All right, here we go. Let me post-process the other real quick. Give me 2 seconds. Let me get the stringing off it and get the lid on it. Make sure everything's all good. and we'll run it. The second sky blue one, because I do them in batches of 2. So usually for special colors of these, I'll have 2 of them. And who knows, this color may never return, so we'll see. All right. Here we go. The last sky blue adult hide. Here we go. Use a food storage container. She does though. Hell yeah. That's what I used before these. Was a good old food storage. Damn, determined. That's determination for the blue hide. Hell yeah. Going to Angela. Love to see it. All right, let's do. What do I have kicking around? All right, this one needs process. This is the exact one you'll buy. This is pre-processing before I take supports off. Process it. This is the exact one you'll get. This black one. Black, 6-quart baby insert. All right, here we go. We're dollar starring another baby insert. This is the exact one you'll get. I mean, obviously, I'll have that taken off. But yeah. Ooh. Taking it to war. I'm gonna eventually have the time to start working on more things, and I'm gonna have more cool ass shit like this in the shop soon. I'm only getting started when it comes to the designing. Thank you very much, Bergie's Lake, taking it down. I appreciate the spirit. Let's do. Let's see if I have enough. 1, 2, 3. Let me see. I think the last auction of the night. I don't know if the people are gonna bid on it, but I think the last auction of the night is gonna be 2 of the inserts, like a 2 count. What do you guys think? Because I have 2 extra inserts at the moment, ready to fly. So what do you guys think of a 2 count auction? Let's see if enough people are interested. There we go. Here's that 2 count. Same exact product. Just a 2 count of them. So here we go. We're going to run a 40-second dollar start on 2 6-quart inserts. All right, here we go. I'm nervous about this one. Here we go. We have the good old 2 count. Good luck, everybody. Just add to my box. The confidence, I like it. All right, who's going to grab them? Ooh, Bergie's Lady. And Taking the 2 count. Let's go. Hell yeah. Awesome. Congratulations. I have everything made that I ran. So I don't have to make anything. So everything will be going out in the morning. Just like yesterday's order. Now I have enough machines where I can kind of stay on top of it. But it gets tricky it gets a little tricky. What colors can you do for the lay boxes? Let me see. For a custom order of them, I can do. Oops, sorry. I can do that light blue. I can do regular blue, green. I can do like a light tan brown. A lot of people were wanting this color for bioactive setups, so it kind of looks like a rock almost. I have some like silks, but those are like a little bit extra, and then I have PET as well, but those are a couple bucks more per lay box. I have the teal clear PET, and then I have a bunch more of the black, brown, and fully transparent. So I can do quite a lot of colors. $100, 1,000 follower giveaway of a sawtail baby. I think for 1,000 followers, I don't know what I'm going to give away. Probably a gecko, because I haven't done a gecko giveaway in a while. So I'll probably do a gecko giveaway. But we'll see if I hit 1,000 on Instagram first or on here first. Because I'm at 940 on Instagram. So we'll see which one I hit 1,000 on first. Probably not there, but I will most likely be giving away maybe even one of my lily white babies. Baby crush to your 3D printer. I probably can't. I mean, actually, you know what would be funny? So I have this old decommissioned monoprice triple IP, whatever it's called. It's like an old mini 3D printer, and it has a clog somewhere, so someone's got to fix it. Caramello baby. I actually probably could give away a decommissioned 3D printer out of my stash, but you have to be able to use a 3D printer from like a decade ago. So that's the hard part. You have to manually level the bed and all that. So you probably have to take apart the filter. You have to take apart the head. I had to do it on my K1 Max. It sucked. You have to take apart the entire print head. Get all the little connections apart. I love Creality. I love all my setups. I'll rep them over Bamboo all day. My Creality highs have been so solid. I only have one A1 just because of how nice these highs have been. I feel like they did the A1 better. They did the material system better. They made an actual like filament system that keeps your filament like what's it called? Relatively dry. It keeps that like 30% humidity instead of like my usual Texas 70%. So it lets my material last a lot longer. My K1 Max is my favorite by far yet. It's not multicolor, but I just finished the rest of these for Alpha. Look how many of these like these are large latches. Look how many of these I can fit on the K1 Max build plate. This build plate is as big as my Creality high. It's big. It's wider and bigger than the entire setup. It's a monster printer. If I believe right, the build plate's 330 by 330 by like 350. It doesn't say on the plate, so I do have to check. But I believe it's a 330, whereas the high is a 300. Hell yeah, thank you. And then those are for latches for Alpha. He's been my latch prototyper since the first version I had. I've been trying to. He's my beta tester. I keep forgetting that word. He's my beta tester for my latches. He's a day one. He's been around my entire Palm Street career, so he's my beta tester. And he has a lot of the. So the latches are for the shoebox tubs. The shoebox setups. Because sometimes the magnets don't hold or they wear out, so it's like a 3M latch. You guys want to see them? I have a mini version printed out, like fully done. These are for the these are half-inch total across, and you can kind of put them in any orientation. Oops, sorry, other side. From experience, magnets are not that strong. Oh yeah, so these swivel on this point, which is fixed right here. This is that swing arm, and then they clamp down onto here. Shit, right that like that. So you can orient them kind of anywhere, and it'll still open and close. But yeah, this is in a clear PET, so it'll be nice and strong. They're chilling on the couch or something right now. They're probably just somewhere warm and dark, like a shoe or something. I had a more adult morning gecko that had eggs in her get out, and I found her before she laid her eggs. I was so happy. I didn't want an army of morning geckos living in my house, so good thing I found her. I walked in and I saw something like run along the wall in the corner of my eye. It was that little gecko. Good night. Take it easy. All right, the time has come. Enough yapping. I gotta bounce and take care of some geckos. Anyone who's bought the customs, I have Alpha's photos, but if anyone else got the customs, send me the photos, and I'll send you what I do before I print it, so you guys can let me know if you like it. Yeah, everything is going to be going out tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be back. I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow, but I might. It's a 50% chance I'll do another like hour pop up probably. I kind of like doing the pop ups. I'll probably start doing more now. I have more printers. Yes, sir. I got you. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Yeah, I'll be back soon. Make sure to stay posted about my lives. Hit the bookmark. All right, everybody. Have a good rest of your night. I will see you guys later. Message me about any address changes. Sandy, I made your label this morning. What's it called? But I haven't got it out yet, which is lucky, so I can combine the orders. But I made your label through Shippo, so I'll send you that label because it's not through Whatnot. Hell yeah, I got you. So what I'll do is because of that, I'll refund this shipping if it charges you shipping again. So I don't know if it did. We'll see. All right, enough yapping. Good night, everybody.